Crestron. Welcome to Infocomm 2013. A little weird saying that, we're toward the end of day 3 already. But welcome. Everybody here at the show and throughout our industry really is talking about collaboration, talking about integrated building technology and, in fact, building management. And we're glad, because this is really the future of our industry. And it's actually where the market is today. There are lots of clients that are really looking for these types of solutions, and we as an industry really need to be able to step up and offer them. Luckily for everyone, Crestron was way ahead of the curve, and we started to plan for this 7 years ago. Years and years ago, we already had started to plan and build a brand new hardware platform, brand new software suites, and brand new products, so that today we're able to deliver a complete, field-tested enterprise building management solution. We're the only ones that can give you complete visibility into all the devices, all the systems, all the spaces throughout an entire building, and in fact across an entire global enterprise. Now, other companies can give you, parts and pieces, but we're the only ones that can give you that complete visibility and complete solution. In order to do that, it takes a combination of hardware and software, starting with our 3 Series control platform. This is not just another AV control system. This is a brand new enterprise level platform. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but for now, suffice it to say that we are taking all the different building systems and technologies that typically operate in silos as separate systems, and we're putting them all together onto one platform so that they can work together as a single system. So that's all the AV, the BMS, lights, HVAC, security, energy management, everything, all working together seamlessly as one system. Now that's an integrated building. That's not a smart building. To be smart, you need information. You need data. And that is what our Fusion software does. So the hardware and software work together. Fusion can give us visibility into every single room. Let us know what rooms are being used, when, for how long, who's using them, what devices and systems in the rooms are being used, what energy levels are they consuming. We can know everything about everything that goes on in those spaces. We give you more data points and connect those data points in ways that nobody else can. Now, all this might sound a little overwhelming, a little intimidating, some heady stuff, but let's not overcomplicate things. Let's think about this for just a second. After all, what's a building? It's just a bunch of rooms. And you install in rooms today. Now, not that long ago, you might have done 1 or 2 or 3 rooms at a time. Today, quite often, you might get a spec or a project for 100 or 200 or 300 rooms at a time. See, this is where the clients are going. They want to be able to connect all their rooms. Well, if you're connecting all the rooms, well, you're well on your way to managing the building. The only thing you need to do now is to find a way to be able to tie all that together. And that's what we do with the 3 Series hardware and the Fusion software. So if a building is made up of a bunch of rooms, what do you think a smart building is made up of? Anybody? Smart rooms. Exactly. T-shirt for the man up front. There you go. See, the rest of you will start paying attention now. That's right. It's made up of a bunch of smart rooms. Well, what's a smart room? You guys are doing this today. Again, you're already kind of doing this. Here's a typical boardroom or conference room. What would make it smart? Maybe integrating and controlling all the stuff in it, right? So what's in the room? AV, lights, shades, thermostats, maybe throw in some room scheduling, right? Well, you know how to do this already. So let's just quickly walk through what the experience of a smart room is. So the first thing that you're going to do is schedule a meeting. You're going to go onto Outlook, Google Calendar, IBM Notes, R25, whatever it is that you use to schedule meetings today. You continue to do it the same way. So you go onto your platform, onto your program, you invite a bunch of people, and you schedule a room, right? You do that anyway. But now with the Crestron control system, we can now integrate that into the building management solution. Fusion on the back end can now start to learn a lot of things about the room. We know what rooms are going to be, we know when this room is going to be used. We know when, we know how long, we know who's going to be in it. We can even know what they're going to use the room for. So now we can start to actually build some intelligence into this. Now when you go to the room, because it's connected to the Crestron control system now, we can have the room set just the way you need it for that meeting. Let's start with the lights. So let's say we're just going to have a face-to-face meeting. We're not actually using any of the room technology. We might want all the room lights up. But now we're going to do an AV presentation. We're going to use the displays. We might want to turn the lights off over the display, or maybe dim some of the room lights and just have some task lighting. That's a different preset. Let's throw some video cameras in the mix. You want to do some video capture or video conferencing. Well, that's different lighting. You got to light differently if you turn a camera on somebody, right? So that's a different lighting setting. So we can have the room light set just the way you need it. Same thing with the shades. Again, everybody's talking about energy management. They talk about daylight harnessing, right? Let's have all the shades up, let the natural light in. We don't need to turn the room lights on, and we can save energy. Well, that's a wonderful thing if I'm having that face-to-face meeting. But if I'm going to be using the room technology, I may not want the shades all the way up, right? It might wash out my display, or I might be getting glare off the display, which is a really terrible experience. So I might want to lower the shades. Same thing with temperature, climate control. Things like direct sunlight, you have the heat off of the displays, or if you have a room filled with bodies, right? Got a lot of people in the room. These things can warm up the room. If you want a good productive meeting, you want everybody to be comfortable, so we can adjust the temperature. Now, speaking of the presentation itself, of course, we've got digital media. That is the ultimate HD presentation solution. You get flawless presentations every time. We have a full complement of audio equipment. So we have commercial amplifiers, surround sound processors, DSPs, wireless microphones, even speakers. Now, you can connect the old-fashioned way. We do have connectivity. We have wires at the table. We have cables you can connect. But in just a few moments, I'm going to talk about our new wireless presentation solution. So you can also connect wirelessly. And because this is a complete Crestron ecosystem, everything just works together seamlessly. We've all been to meetings where we spend the first 10 minutes trying to connect to the network, try to get our content up on the display, right? But with the Crestron ecosystem, everything's designed to work together, so you just show up and everything works seamlessly. Now, conferencing has evolved. We can't just communicate, we just can't conference anymore. What do we have to do now? Anyone? What's that?
Collaborate.
Collaborate. You gotta collaborate. There you go. Nice catch. And we're going to talk about our new group collaboration system. So yes, we're now collaborating. So we can do all these things. So that's a pretty smart room. And again, on the back end now, because we have Fusion running, we can support that room remotely. And we can also start to collect all the data associated with that space and with every meeting that takes place within that space. Now, let's talk about group collaboration. There's a company that's been at the forefront of unified communication and collaboration, and we've been partnering with them for quite a while, developing some products together. It's a company called Microsoft. They have a product called Link. Anybody here familiar with Microsoft Link? Yeah, we got a bunch of people. Okay, good. You too? All right, so this is very, very familiar. And that's kind of what's really cool about this, because a lot of people know what Link is, and are already using it. For those that don't, you're probably familiar with Skype. You can think of Link as a professional version of Skype. Link enables individuals to be able to communicate with each other over chat, IM, voice, and video. But there's one missing link to Link, and that is the group experience. And that's what our new product, Crestron RL, brings to the table. We take Link, which is typically again, an individual experience on your desktop or your mobile device, and we bring it into the conference room. So now groups can communicate and collaborate. Our Crestron RL is a complete package solution. So yes, there's Link in the background, but then we add our touchscreen control. We give you the sound bar, the speakers, microphones, cameras. We give you the mounting brackets, the cables, and a choice of 1 or 2 displays. These are 65-inch HD touchscreen displays. Touchscreens not only also enable you, the presenter, if you're up at the front of the room, to be able to control, but also for live annotation. So it's a complete package solution. Anybody that's familiar with Link will recognize the Link interface, the Link experience on the Crestron touchscreen. So again, if you're familiar with Link, you already know how to use this. Now it is very easy to install and easy to use. Again, the easy to use part, if you're familiar with Link, you're using this, easy to install. We give you everything that you need, so you just mount and connect everything. The way you get started is just like any other Link user account. The room is a user account, you set it up, you authenticate, and you're good to go. There's no programming, no configuration, no license fees. It's really, really easy. And what's also especially compelling about our Link room system is integrated by design. All of our products are designed to work together. So not only can you communicate and collaborate, you can also then control all the other systems and devices in the room. All the other AV, lights, shades, thermostats, everything else from the same touchscreen. We have the magic RL button. So you press the button and you go from the Link interface to the Crestron control interface, and you can do everything right from the same touchscreen. So you may very soon or eventually see some other Link room systems, but Crestron RL is the only system that links to the rest of the room. So if you want these rooms to be connected, remember we said we're doing the rooms, but how do we do building management? We've got to connect all these rooms and tile these rooms together. You need the Crestron RL system, because that then ties back to the Fusion software and everything else in the room and everything else in the building. Now the touchscreen that comes with RL is based on our new TSW touchscreens. The TSW touchscreens are designed to complement today's popular mobile devices. So we have 3 different sizes. We have a 5-inch smartphone size, a 7-inch mini tablet size. Go have a seat. Oh no, come on, man, join us. 7-inch mini tablet size and a 10-inch iPad size. They're very easy to install. All you need is a network cable for power and control. That's all you need. It's very easy. What's very compelling and the most awesome thing about these touchscreens is that they are gorgeous. Gorgeous touchscreens, gorgeous graphics. Anybody here have a chance to go and see them yet? Yep, what'd you think? Really nice, right? They really are. So they're slim, sleek design, ultra bright display, rich, vibrant colors, HD graphics. They support our smart graphics, so scrolling lists, swiping and gestures navigation, everything you'd expect from a smart tablet. Got capacitive touchscreen, edge-to-edge glass. They're beautiful, just beautiful. And they're priced right. They're the most cost-competitive touchscreens we've ever made. They're priced so you can put one in every room. So go check out the TSW touchscreens. So Crestron RL is wonderful for those and perfect for those conference rooms and boardrooms. But that's not going to give you a smart building.